What's up everyone on the internet? Thank you for making this video part today. I'm so excited to upload this one for you guys because for this video, we're going to take a look at one of my favorite M. Night Shyamalan movies, and that would be Signs. It's funny because before I saw some of his best work like Unbreakable and The Sixth Sense, Signs was actually the movie that introduced me to M. Night Shyamalan. So Signs is a 2002 M. Night Shyamalan film that dives into the sci-fi horror genre, but also emphasizes the theme of faith and the idea of hope as we see Mel Gibson play a church priest who's lost his religious faith after losing his wife in a traffic accident. The film also stars Joaquin Phoenix, who plays Mel Gibson's brother, who was once a minor league baseball player, but decided to live on his brother's farm to help him raise his two kids who had just lost their mom. And all this is introduced within the first 10 or 15 minutes of the movie, and you already get a sense of how the loss of a loved one has affected this whole family, which is good because once you're already introduced to the family, the film immediately introduces you to the sci-fi aspect of the movie, to where you begin to see some large crop circles appear in cornfields and strange lights flying in the sky, which leads us to believe that the aliens are coming. And this leads us into the horror aspect of the film. And while the movie hints that the aliens are coming, M. Night Shyamalan does his best at hiding them for as long as possible. Because in my opinion, I think that we as humans are afraid of what we cannot see, and Shyamalan plays this perfectly. Throughout the movie, you see some small brief encounters with the aliens, such as seeing strange shadows in the dark, hearing some noises come from right behind you, and even seeing a hand reach out to you, which makes this movie a little creepy. And once you hear the soundtrack playing in the background, you kind of want to turn all the lights on. Honestly, if I ever have a little girl and she wakes me up in the middle of the night and says, "There's a monster outside my room, can I have a glass of water?" I'm boarding up every single square inch of the house. So if you're expecting a horror film, you may want to lower your expectations, because while this movie does seem a bit creepy, the horror elements of this film are meant to emphasize the power of faith and how we deal with it when we are afraid during times of crisis. One of the best moments of the film is when you see both Mel Gibson and Joaquin Phoenix discuss his ideology with one another, and you see Mel Gibson's character break it down for the audience to understand it. There are two groups of people in this world, and you need to ask yourself, what kind of person are you? Are you the kind that sees signs, that sees miracles, or do you think that people just get lucky? Or look at it this way, is it possible that there are no coincidences? After I first watched that scene, it had a huge impact on me on how I saw the world. So to answer the film's overall question, for me, I believe that everything happens for a reason. I believe that there are no coincidences, because deep down, whatever happens, I believe that there will always be someone there for me. Honestly, hats off to M. Night Shyamalan for creating that scene, because not only does it have a huge payoff when we get into the third act of the movie, but it also has each of us reflect on how we see ourselves from when we are dealing with hard times, which is why for me, I think this is the best M. Night Shyamalan movie. Well, that's going to do it for this video, guys. That was my overall review for Signs. If you like what you saw, click on the subscribe button so you can get all these updates from this channel. I'll see you all next time with a brand new video. Bye-bye.